Ever wanted to know what it felt like to handle enough power to blow a hole clean through the Earth Sparky? You're about to find out. This is lesson MCADG-A10, Connecting and Powering Up the Industry. In this lesson, you will learn about generators, gathers, power links, and directional links. I hope you've been saving. In case you don't remember, the cog at the bottom right, save as, and give yourself a name. So now that our industry is in place, it's time to power it up. In order to power the industry, we must use two constructs, generators and gathers. These are the two that, if you recall at the beginning, we're going to build their depots. Let's get started. All constructs must be powered in order to function properly, with the exception of a few. We're going to go into build mode. And under the group Power Utilities, from the care package, we have 2 generator units and 2 gather units. We will use them both. Click on your generator unit. These do not have to be directly adjacent to the constructs. They can be up to 3 cells away. I suggest you plan properly so that one can stretch multiple distances. Right-click for the top view. So as you can see here, we have our elemental depot, the assembler, and the main factory. This generator should be somewhere around here, so it can stretch to all 3 as needed. The foundry depot, because it's on the other side, will need to use the other generator, but give yourself some room in case you want to build more industry. As you know by the storage, when we deconstructed it and moved it away, you would have to do the same thing if you want to move any one of these to a different location. Click to place, click to place, press spacebar, and they build it. Alright, now the gathers. As you know, the generators will take the power from the gather and pump it into the industry. We need to get the power itself from the gathers. The gather harnesses the power necessary to fire up the generators. All the energy comes from these constructs. Let's select the gather unit. We could place it next to the generator. They can also be 3 cells away. Let's place it next to it. And the same goes for the other side. Escape to cancel your selection. Spacebar to watch the drone work. Space again. Perfect. The most important thing here is, in order for this to work properly, you must have both the gather connected to the generator and the generator connected to your industry. Now that the constructs are in, let's power it up. The final step before your industry is turned on is to connect the power supplies. We connect the generator to the gather, and then the generator to the constructs. Let's go to wiring mode. Let's select the generator. And here's the dialog box for its linkage. One goes to the gather, the other goes to the construct. Later on, with advance in your skills, and you unlock larger constructs, you will have more linkage connections. We choose a red square, select the gather. Notice here it's named according to what it is connected to. Let's connect this generator to our first depot. Red square, connect. It doesn't matter which box is connected to which one, but they both must be used. Let's repeat the steps for the other side. Generator, red square, to the gather. Generator is now receiving power. Red square, to foundry depot. Foundry depot is now gaining power. The gathers are providing power to the generator, and the generator is providing power to the depots. That is your power links. At any point, you might have to remove the connection from one depot and put it to another depot, because right now, you don't have that many resources. For now, you'll have to branch and then rebranch to work your way to the end. Now that your power is connected, we move on to the next step. Directional links. In the same wiring mode, directional links are not power. They simply tell the industry from which construct to which construct. For example, elemental depot, input. The inputs are from which storage. We have one special storage specific for OIDs. That is where we will connect it. Click on the red square, click the storage for the OIDs. You'll notice it is possible to even click spaces. At this time, that won't help us. We must select the storage. Output. Where is it going? To the right. OIDs, processed by the elemental depot, turning it into elements. Let's repeat the steps for the foundry. Foundry. In. From the storage of minerals. Out. To the same storage of binary agents. These two together will eventually be processed through the assembly depot. You will repeat the steps throughout the industry so that it is connected from the start all the way to the end. Let's go to our plan view. Assembly depot. In from the storage. Out to the next storage. Mainframe depository. In from the storage. Out to the storage. OIDs and minerals to binary agents and elements to components, eventually constructs. That is the setup of the industry. This basic concept can be applied in a multitude of ways with enormous possibilities. Some important notes about this. Your depositories will use the power to build the industry, but you must have available power in order to produce. If you're lacking power, there are some tricks you can do to add more power. You can build generator extensions. You can also attach 2 generators or more to the same depository. That might happen when we get down to the end of our main depository, and perhaps one generator can't put enough power to produce what it needs to. Therefore, with the second generator, we'll branch it in also. As of now, you'll be linking and unlinking a lot. But that is the purpose of why we're building the first generator unit depository, so that we can build more of them, and you don't have to do it that often. With this setup, you are now ready to build the generator unit depot. Did you catch all that, Sparky? I already have a skylight in my country home. I don't want another one.